What I mean by that is that you have to see that it's not about what's wrong with you. Everything you're struggling from is about what happened to you. Trauma is really just distress without resolution. But the thing is that in the world the way it is today, outside of us changing the way the world is today, I don't think that the fixation should be on ensuring that we never, experience trauma. It should be on that we should present a resolution to the trauma as fast as humanly possible so that it doesn't become this imprint. When trauma becomes an imprint, it starts to mirror in your life over and over again. We call this a reflection. I think we give too much credit to habit, honestly. And we don't realize that habit is founded in beliefs. If you change those beliefs, the habit changes quite quickly. So usually when we are ingrained in these habits, we've got a protector personality who hasn't got the memo yet that this is not smart. And once it gets the memo, it would blow your mind how fast people can stop habits. To heal is to experience the opposite. So if I experience a broken bone, to heal is for that bone to be mended. If I experience abandonment, to heal is to have security of connection. Mm-hmm. Now, there can be many vibrational states that are to the opposite side of something. But what we need to be doing whenever we experience something unwanted is to look to what the opposite of that is. And then we create that. And this is what you notice when people, let's take war, for example. When you notice people that are doing better in wartime than others, what you notice is that they are looking at what is unwanted or what is hurting them. They are recognizing what it is. They are looking at what is the opposite that I would prefer instead. And then they are making the powerful choice with their free will to line up with that thing that is wanted with their minds, their words, and their actions. That's genuine empowerment with pain. And you don't get that lack of resolution when you're in a state of empowerment. So let's say that you're in an absolute war zone. Everyone is panicking. And you're the person who's stepping back, looking at things, being like, wait a minute. What we're experiencing is polarization. What we're experiencing is separation. I don't want that. I don't like that. That creates distress in me. Now, if I was in that situation, I would say, what is the opposite of this experience? The opposite of this experience is connection. The opposite of this experience is safety. Okay, so if I want to embody that safety and that connection, how do I conduct myself on a mental, verbal, and physical level? All right, if everyone's running around paranoid about each other, I'm going to be the person who smiles. If everybody,
even though I don't feel like, I'm like kind of like cheating myself, my biohacking my own reaction, because I don't feel like, I feel scared, but I'm going to smile either way just to kind of like work myself up in that direction. Is that what you're saying?
No, I mean, like that's a whole different. So you brought in a third element. You brought in the fear. So if you're dealing with fear, right? And fear is that thing that's over here. The opposite of fear is love. Okay, so what would love look like? If fear is the opposite of love and fear is to push away, love means to pull close. What is it about me right now that I need to pull close? What is it in my experience right now that I need to pull close? What steps could I take that make me feel safer? But that, if I'm also having the issue with this being a polarization thing, how do I make myself safe in ways that I don't push other people away and create unsafety in the world? Because if you're stepping back with this objective perspective, you start to see that the moment that somebody starts to put themselves in place of defense, they themselves become the risk to other people. So it's like by me defending myself, I've now given people the indication that they need to defend themselves from me. And all of a sudden we have an inflamed world. Re-traumatization is when you re-experience something and there is no resolve. But what I want people to start to focus on is the fact that healing is never a process that is done. If you enter into anything, doesn't matter, and I don't care whether it's completion process you're using or some other method, the process of healing is never done, because this process we're calling healing is the process of expansion. It is to take what is unwanted and to move into a space that is wanted. You've just defined life. You'll be doing that for the rest of your life. And our need to get it done is because we're afraid we can't experience anything good until it's all done. And that's not true. The way that healing works is the better it gets, the better it gets. So what we should be looking for is that continued